Libras, welcome to Sunday Spiritually. This is going to be a general reading for information on rituals coming up that are $10 and under for almost any issue that you can think of, manifestation oils that I have on my Etsy shop, or personal readings. The link for that will be in the description box below. So let's see what you guys have coming up. What do you need to know at this current time? We have Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, Queen of Cups, Judgment card, Page of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Four of Cups. So there's a lot going on. With the Five of Wands, people are seeing you as competition. They're clearly watching everything that you do. This could be on social media. Regardless of how many people of your same gender or in your same element that are out there, you clearly stand out amongst the other. You stand out in various ways. Just your energy, your aura, your presence, the way you speak. Everything about you is just different from other people because you're not as influenced, programmed, and you don't care for society norms. This is also possibly causing you blockages or issues in other places. So if you've been feeling insecure out of nowhere, questioning yourself, wondering why you're not as happy as you usually been, it's because you're picking up on other people's thought processes and energy towards you. Evil eye doesn't have to be spell work or chanting in front of a candle or a mirror. Sometimes it's just thoughts that you pick up on. And because you could be empathic, you're easily, I don't say easily triggered, but like you can easily pick up on energy and just people in general. So even if there is someone smiling in your face, pretending to be your friend, pretending to be a supporter, in your gut and your inner knowing just lets you know that this person isn't truly a friend, or they're not actually truly supportive, because you're showing up as the Empress, which is all four queens in one person. Or if you're a man, this is the Emperor, all four kings in one man, someone who's embodied all energies of all beings in one person. And it's taking you a long time to get to this Empress energy, and no one can take you off of your throne. That's why you're sitting here comfortably, kind of just watching people using the skill sets and your assets to get what it is that you desire. Everything that you want is to be attracted to you. And from what I'm seeing, it's like, yes, you are either handsome or beautiful, and everyone does have their own form of beauty, but there's something about you that's just so alluring that people cannot resist. They can't resist you, even if they're in a relationship, even if they're the most loyal person out there. They can't help but to be lured with your energy. And so that's going to bring animosity even in certain situations, which is probably why at times you don't get invited to certain get-togethers, you don't get invited to certain parties. It's because people know like you're going to suck up all the energy. You're literally going to suck up all the attention. And especially women or men that have been around you in social settings, like they're fully aware of how your energy impacts everyone else. And if they've watched you from a distance or even closely, they don't want to make sure that you're getting the attention in any way. Because I do see like there are two people specifically watching you closely. This could be through social media, in person, friend settings, anyone that you've been around within the last 5 weeks. These people are the ones that are highly focused on you with their thoughts or their actions. They're even comparing themselves with you. They could be even different races. They have different characteristics compared to you, but for some reason like they can't help but to watch you. And it's almost because you have some sort of testimony, or you've come out of the dark. You've basically built yourself up from the ground, and you've overcome a lot of trials and tribulations, and you've gotten out of a lot of sticky situations that people did not think that you'd be able to. You've overcome a lot of trauma, and you don't look like what you've been through. So that comes with its own sense of notoriety. It's like no one can take your crown away from you. If you look at this Queen of Cups and this Queen of Pentacles, right? Yes, they may have crowns, but these crowns are nothing in comparison to the Empress. So you may have situations where you encounter a lot of jealousy from just your peers, or just people that you try to befriend, or people end up betraying you for some reason. And it's because like they can't handle you. They get triggered just by your presence in general. And you talking or speaking or being around them, they start to question themselves. They start to think, oh, this person's going to steal my partner, even though that's not the case. The Empress doesn't want anyone who's already committed to somebody else. Like, you want somebody that's exactly on your level, that's just for you. Another situation that I'm seeing is that there could be one person that you were possibly talking to, communicating with, dealing with romantically, and this person has an option between 3 different women or 3 different men. However, regardless of how many options they have, they're completely dissatisfied and they can't stop looking at you. This was somebody that was non-committal. They did not want commitment. They wanted to strictly have casual situations with intimacy, with no real strings attached. And you've actually changed this person and changed what it is that they desired. Because even though they may have treated you as if you were someone that was just temporary in their life, they didn't give you the respect that you deserved. They didn't treat you how you desired. And this person knew that you were valuable. They knew that what you desired and deserved was a true commitment, something stable, grounded with security. They were not capable of giving that to you because, as you can see, the page in comparison to the Empress, it's like someone who's trying to deal with the person that has the maturity level of a child. It was just never going to work out because they were never on your level. They honestly could not resist you, like I said, because the Empress or the Emperor is very alluring. It's hard to like look away from this person with the energy that you have. Like, you don't even know how much attention you truly get. Like, you may be somebody that may shy away from the spotlight in some way, but even when you go to the grocery store, even when you feel like you're looking your worst, you just have that natural beauty. If you're a man, you're just naturally handsome. You naturally look good. You don't even have to do much because your energy speaks for itself. And this person that didn't want commitment in the past and now they want it, they may have acted like, you know, your standards were just way too high, your expectations were too high, so let me just go off and go with these women that I know aren't going to ask that much of me. I can get different things from these people. This could have been a woman that was doing this with different men as well, where he or she used someone for money, finances. With you, they did try to build something, but it was like under false pretenses. This person wasn't true or honest, and they had a mask on the entire time. And they know they have someone else who is gullible and weak, who they can basically steal energy from and love and attention whenever they want it and drop them. But even with this person having these options, they don't want them anymore. It doesn't bring that same sense of energy. It's like once you have the cream of the crop, or once you have like Wagyu beef, you just can't go back to sirloin. Like, you can't go back to ground beef because you've already seen what the best of the best is, and anything else just feels like it's just not worth it, or it just feels like it's not on the same, you know, level. Everyone has value, but with you, with the amount of work that you've done on yourself, like, you're a certain caliber of woman or man, and you just can't entertain everyone because not everyone is for you. You deserve and desire someone who has done the exact same work on themselves, who's already established, because you don't need anyone that you'd have to basically teach how to grow up or be a man or a woman, because you've already done all that work on yourself. So you deserve somebody that's on the same level. This person was not willing to meet you halfway. They weren't willing to match your energy, right? So they got turned off and essentially backed down from the challenge and decided to go pursue these other connections. It's been a while since you've heard from this Page of Wands. You guys could be on no contact. They still keep an eye on you. They still watch you. But now this person desires commitment more than anything. It's like if they could go back with the things that they know now, if they knew they would have been dissatisfied with their other options, they would have played this situation out completely differently. But people sometimes have to lose the good things in their life to understand its true value. And that's what this person is going through. You've actually changed their belief systems. If they had a certain way of dealing with partners, male, females, love interests, if they had a certain way of living, that way of life does not satisfy them in any way. If anything, it just makes them feel more like dirt within. It's actually making them question everything that they've learned from childhood, everything that everything they've had instilled through them, whether it's friends, family members, their peers, society in general. And you're actually making someone question their existence and question why is it that they've been on the path that they've been on. But this person doesn't have the guts to be able to tell you what's going on because they still want to play the field. They wanted to have their cake and eat it too, and you cut it off so quickly. Like, whatever plan this person had in store for you, they didn't even have time to execute it because you cut them off before they could even try to play games with you to the extent that, you know, they had planned. You're kind of over it. Some of you are single and celibate and you're just like minding your own business and keeping to yourself, and it could be the best thing for you right now because you're over it. You're over all these connections that are just false, full of facades. They just bring you down. People that just want you for superficial reasons, ill intentions, and they want to basically use you for a stepping stone. And some of you have decided to essentially keep to yourself. Others of you, you have this one cup that's coming in from the universe, right? Which is basically that Emperor, Empress energy, someone that's on your level. You could have this person in your life as of now, but because you've encountered all these pigs and individuals that were just not worth your time or energy, you essentially feel like this person here who's coming in or is here now is in the same energy, but you really need to reevaluate, because this cup is from God. It's from the universe. It's something that you've desired. It's something that you've been wishing for when it comes to the energy that comes out of your heart. And because of the fact that you've had to encounter people with similar patterns, similar traits, narcissistic tendencies, you may fall into the pattern of believing everyone is in that same energy, but that's not true. So be sure that you're not going to push away a good thing because of the mistakes that people from the past made, and know that anyone that has done you wrong, like, they've had to face judgment for their own actions, judgment for how they've done you, judgment for the decisions that they made. They had to basically read karma based off of their own actions, and the things that they thought they desired, it turns out it doesn't feel as good, or it's not fulfilling, and it's making them rethink everything that they essentially thought that they wanted. So you're essentially changing how people move, behave, what they're focused on, by just simply sitting on your throne and minding your business. Just by you looking good, posting a picture here and there, it triggers a lot of people, especially the people that they're like monitoring spirits. Like, they don't even really show you love in any way. They don't even engage with any of your content, but they're constantly watching you in every post that you have. While these people should be focused on their own households, their own financial stability, their children, they're too busy focused on you and trying to compare themselves, and not like realizing that you are on a lane that's of your own. You're not in competition with anyone. If anything, you're just in competition with yourself, trying to be better than your past selves. And whatever you're doing, it's working. And I also feel like if you've been wanting a commitment, it's coming in. It just may not be in the way that you've been asking for or desired, but please just be open to change and continue to do what's best for yourself, because the more that you love yourself, take care of yourself, the more you're able to give to others naturally and without it having a negative effect on you. So let me get another deck. We have Eight of Swords, King of Wands, the Empress again. Look, the Empress on top of the Empress. It's literally all about you. Some of you could be pregnant, a few of you, or pregnancy energy is high here. This could even be the energy of conception, birthing something new, birthing a new idea, birthing a new project. Some of you, it's like literal birth, but it's only going to be for 2 to 3 of you, including myself, because I am at the last stage of my pregnancy. But with Judgment here, just know that your battles are being fought for you behind the scenes without you having to lift a finger. Everyone that does you wrong literally is facing judgment in one way or another. And the things that are most valuable to them, that they were essentially trying to take away from you or trying to harm in your life, is what's being taken away from them. And that's how they're able to self-reflect, because they can see the things that those traps that they created for you, none of them are following through, and it's actually taking away from themselves. So people should just really mind their business and leave you alone, because that's exactly what you're doing. Leaving other people alone, mind your own business, but people are still somehow bothered, trapped in their mind about you, thinking about you, dreaming about you, ruminating over you. You post a picture online and it just makes people literally go crazy. It activates all their demons, and they start comparing themselves. Then they start to throw hate towards you, and then all of a sudden, like, your energy levels are just affected for the day, and you can't understand why, because you were just fine. Yesterday you were just fine. Then the next 3 days, all of a sudden you feel down and out. You feel low in energy. So protect yourself. Protective stones, prayer, affirmations, those things definitely help. It does create a shield around you, because if you have been feeling weird and different, it's not you, it's your environment, and it's what you're picking up on energetically. I also feel like there is someone who is worth your time and energy, a person that does want to essentially take the challenge of basically standing next to you or being your partner. This is a natural born leader, somebody who's dependable, attractive, physically motivated, honest, strong, charming, friendly. And they are going to basically take action to prove to you that they are someone who's desirable and someone who you can count on, because a lot of you count on people and they just let you down. And you've encountered that over and over and over again, to the point where you almost like expect bad things to happen, or you expect people to just mess up, or you essentially don't give all your heart away just in case, you do have to walk away. But the things that you've walked away from, the people that you've left behind, the situations that you stop investing in, that's what's actually brought you balance at the end of the day. So those things that you've left behind, the people that have mistreated you, family members and friends who speak ill about you behind your back. They take your kindness for weakness. By you removing your energy from them, it's actually caused them stress. It's sent all that energy right back to them that they sent to you. And some of you are going to be getting a lover of a choice. Or you'll have a choice as to whether you want to date, stay single, maintain your independence, your stability, or if you want to take a chance and try to get into a relationship if you desire to, but it's certainly up to you. And now this other person who thought that, you know, they had the upper hand by trying to do you wrong, or thought that all their options were better than you, or that it was just better to just not deal with you and deal with other people that are of lesser value in their eyes. This person is understanding the difference between quality and quantity, because regardless of how many people they are dealing with, they rub shoulders with, they bring home, they go out with, nothing compares to the energy, the potency that you bring to people's lives. Like, people are realizing like the amount of protection that you really bring to them, because now that you're not around, it's chaos after chaos. It's one thing after another. As soon as they're over one thing, something else happens that causes turmoil to them in some form or fashion. So trust me, people know exactly what you bring to the table. They may not vocalize it to you directly, but once you leave, everything that you've helped build when it comes to self-esteem, assets, protection, that all goes with you, and it goes away quickly. So people are fully understanding now what you bring to the table and your value, even without you there. You have the Page of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands, the Empress. This is the third time with 3 different decks that this card has come out, and I don't think that's ever happened in any Libra reading that I've ever done before. So you are fully in your power. With Judgment again, there's 4 people here now, including yourself. So either 3 people are going through it because they want access to you back again, and they don't know how to go about it. They don't even know how to apologize, how to revert all the bad things they've done. Or you're having someone who wants to come in with an offer. It's a solid offer, but it's going to start off small because, for one, this person doesn't want to waste their time. They're just as much wary of you as you are of them, but it's a solid beginning, and you'll have to decide whether you want to take a shot at maybe receiving love from someone who is going to be open to you, who's not going to do you wrong. You have also changed people, people that were like abusive, very brute in their approach, just like cold and bachelor lifestyles. You encounter those type of individuals, bachelor, bachelorette, and you kind of change their perspective on love, and you actually make them want to commit. So you're the type of woman or man that makes people want to commit regardless of what stage they're at in their life. And that's why you're such a threat to women or men, or what gender that you are, because people can read that energy off of you. They actually fear that you could take their partner away from them, even though that's not the kind of person that you are, and you don't want sloppy seconds like that in the first place. But, you know, people don't think that way. You have a very strong shield. Your ancestors, your guides, the things that you've learned throughout your life, your wisdom, your knowledge, that all serves as a shield, and you're a very strong protector. Like, you will defend yourself, defend your peace, defend your children, defend your assets, even if it means walking away from people that you care about. And you showed individuals that because they thought they could play games with you and they were just going to get away with it. However, that's not how it's going. So like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night. And thank you so much for your support. Bye.